Global Inspiration is honored to have a special guest this week in celebration of the first anniversary. She is the founder of Reach for the Star Foundation and the Filipino-American Association Midwest chapter. She is Flor Johnsen. What are the challenges she faced being a mother, a public speaker, lay missionary, and an active community leader? Everything will be answered by our guest today. Before we will proceed to the main interview, I would like to remind our viewers to click on the subscribe button as well as the bell button so you get a notification every time a video is released. This is Jeanette Jordy at Global Inspiration, where you need to be seen, need to be heard, and be an inspiration to the world. Welcome to the show, Flor Johnsen.
Thank you to Global Inspiration, to the beautiful host, Jeanette Jordy, for inviting me here today. It's a great honor and privilege to be one of your guests to share an inspiring story of mine. To the viewers, thank you for watching, and I hope I will also inspire you.
Thank you very much, Flor. You moved from Philippines to United States of America. Why did you move and when was this?
I moved to USA in a small town of Lawrence on February 4 of 1984 to join my husband, Flor Johnsen, and to start our new home and family. And I met this guy through pen pal. Yes, and we were blessed with 4 children and now 4 grandchildren.
When was the last time you visited the Philippines, and what are the 2 things that you missed most in the Philippines?
August of 2019, my husband Harlan and I visited the Philippines to do missionary work, and of course to have a short vacation. Well, the 2 things I miss are the people and food. I miss the fellowship with our Filipino relatives, friends, and just everywhere, and the environment. Well, it seems the food tastes better there than here, like the fish, it's fresh, and vegetables. And of course, it's cheaper too.
I agree with you when you say that food tastes different compared to the Philippines and United States, and it's a lot cheaper. When you hear the word Filipino or Filipinos, it equates to delicious food. Name 2 of your favorite Filipino food that you bake or you cook.
Love lumpia or egg roll, and pancit or noodles. My family just loved it, and of course, many Americans here, they loved it too.
You received your college degree through Buena Vista University in Storm Lake, Iowa. And you attended a seminary and lay school ministry in South Dakota and Iowa. Tell us more about being a lay minister or missionary.
Lay school with other 25 students in Evangelical Lutheran Church in America in 2004 in Iowa, while studying at BVU, majoring in psychology. After I finished my lay school training, I started serving as a pulpit supply. As a lay minister, our tasks are limited. We are not allowed to give communion, do weddings, funerals, and baptism, unless the bishop approves it. I preach the word of God to the congregation. It is a great calling in serving God and the people. And I also continue to learn more about God and a great fellowship with the people around me. Then, after I graduated in psychology, I attended Sioux Falls Seminary in South Dakota, taking Master of Divinity in Pastoral Care and Counseling. Well, I did not finish because my husband got sick, so I got out and took care of him instead. In 2012, I visited the Philippines for a vacation in which it turned out to be a mission. As a missionary, I saw many needs of the people in the island, basic needs and spiritual needs. Well, I went around and asked what I can do to help. I listened to them. Well, although I cannot give everything they need, at least it helped lessen the burden by listening to their problems, making suggestions and praying with them and preaching to them the love and the gospel of God, helping them and educate and learn new things in different areas in their daily living, such as family issues, clean environment, livelihood, literacy, and even help in building houses. Well, such gesture comforts them and gives them hope, knowing that they are not alone. I visit schools and read books to the children and talk about God too. Well, as a missionary, you have to be very resourceful, tactful, patient, understanding, loving, and compassionate. I find it easier to mingle with the poor and the needy because I was once in their shoes then back home.
You are a speaker at schools and community events, both in the United States of America and the Philippines. Share with us your accomplishments and struggles as a speaker.
I have to be very careful of what I say, that I might offend the audience. Of course, I have to gather the facts and well informed about what I'm talking about. And I always have a copy of my speech because sometimes I get carried away and say things that others might not like, although some of them like it because they're being entertained, informed, motivated, and challenged. As a speaker in schools, especially during commencement exercises, the audience listened and relate themselves to what I'm talking about. It inspires them and especially the students. They learn from it and use it as an example in their lives. They are motivated.
You do a lot of volunteer and community service, especially for the Filipino and American community. You founded a Filipino-American Association Midwest chapter in 1990. Tell us more about this and give us at least two of the memorable accomplishments you had with this organization.
As an immigrant, sharing our talents and time is a nice gesture of gratitude for all the opportunities we're enjoying in this country. Now, living in a small town, I noticed there are very few Filipinos around, and I miss that fellowship and fun we do back home. So when we gather, but we're not organized, and I thought, why not organize a group? And we did. We started with 13 families and numbers increased. Our group is not just for fun and fellowship, but to help even in small ways, not just among members here, but back home. The two things after our group is formed, we built friendship with other Filipinos in nearby towns and even states. Filipino members that are from different regions and islands, they have connected with their own kababayan of the same regions and especially the dialects. They feel at home. Second, we have instilled in the minds of the young ones the culture and the heritage of our country, the Philippines, especially during our gatherings. The unity and preservation of culture and heritage in being proud of our existence in even in small towns or city is very crucial for us Filipinos.
I agree with you, Flor, that when we do create an organization, it's the networking and the fellowship that counts because we are like tourists in this country and then we turn into an American citizen. And also, I like that you preserve the culture of the Filipinos. You have founded a wonderful and fantastic global foundation that helped a lot of Filipinos in the Philippines. It is Reach for the Star Foundation. Tell us more about this journey.
Reach for the Star is a small family project based in Lawrence, Iowa. It was founded in May 12 of 2012. It is a nonprofit organization registered in Iowa. It's a 501c3. Our families support this project, and through my writings, published in the newspapers, and public speaking, we received support from generous donors. We focus on education. Some of our projects are shipment of reading materials, books, encyclopedias, and other instructional materials to schools, especially in the remote areas. We distribute flip-flops, clothes, school supplies, help repair or build libraries in schools, conduct feeding program, school and community, awarding scholarship from elementary, high school, and even colleges. Recipients are selected from indigent families. We not only focus on the smart ones, I also focus on the slow learners because they too deserve to be advanced. We expanded to community projects, giving medical supplies, livelihood training program for non-working mothers and teens, or those out of school or drop out of school. We do community food garden.
Excellent foundation, Flor, and I salute you for creating that organization. What is Operation Chinelas and what is the mission of the group?
Operation Chinelas, that was the first name of the Reach for the Star Foundation. When I visited the island, we gave one flip-flop, the Chinelas. Then it started to be hundreds and thousands. And that day, we launched Operation Chinelas. So we reached a lot of kids with the Chinelas. And all of a sudden, it expanded. Not only Chinelas, but more. So what we did, we decided to call it Reach for the Star, because the stars are the children. And now it covers all ages and it covers different projects in the Philippines.
When our viewers wanted to donate, share with us your social media accounts.
In Facebook, we have the site there of Reach for the Star Operation Chinelas Project. They can click that link and like the page, and there you can see all the activities that are done back home and here, and also the donors. They can see where their money went to, so they can monitor. And the recipients back home, they send thank yous to the donors. And also, if they want to donate, they can check my, I know I have a different FB account. It's Delilah DeLeo, or email me at fjmusic@hotmail.com. Or if you want my address, I can give that too. Just send it, Flor Johnsen, 518 Bissell Street, Lawrence, Iowa, 50554.
You are into the music world and you are teaching kids about it. Tell us more about that.
I taught my 4 children as young as 2 years old in music, the piano. Well, some people thought I should teach others too. So I did. Then my kids helped too. I taught for 25 years and still doing it in our area. My students range from age 4 to 85 years old, beginners in piano, violin, guitar, and voice. I also help some students in their band. I enjoy teaching the little ones. It's a big challenge, but I love it. It's very rewarding when I see a 4-year-old leave my music studio playing few notes for the first times and their eyes just lit up. It helps raise their self-esteem and build confidence and feel special. And of course, it helped them academically, reading, and math. Well, some of the students are now professionals. Some of them are doctors, nurses, and teachers. And they still remember me and thank me for doing that. Now, applying my knowledge in psychology and music, I had no problem in dealing with my students. Many of them are inspired to join the band and stayed with it. Although some did not pursue music, but it helped them in their career and build up their personalities. And I noticed many of them were bullied, but with music, they overcome it. Some students can't afford to pay, so I give free lessons and even furnish musical instruments. Why I do this? Because I love music and I love to teach.
I am curious, and some of my friends are, and some of the viewers are, who is the person you want to meet in person and why?
My idol was Mother Teresa and loved to meet her in person. But unfortunately, she's no longer with us. Although she's no longer with us, but in my heart, she stays alive forever because she's my inspiration, because of what she done to the humanity and love for them and for God. So for now, I don't have any person in mind to meet.
Thank you very much, Flor. I love Mother Teresa also. I would like to express my gratitude for saying yes to this interview. And my last question is, can you share something inspirational thoughts about your life with our viewers?
It's a blessing. We are blessed, learn to share. Life is short. If it's short, enjoy it. Live it to the fullest. We live on borrowed time, and we have to enjoy every minute of it and be fruitful. Be a good steward. We're just passing through, and no matter if we are rich or poor, educated or not, whatever our status in the society and this world, we have to live or leave a good footprint in the sand, that even if not all can see it, but someone above has seen it. It is not how much or how long we serve humanity, but it's how did we do it. It's not how long we live, but it's how did we spend our life on earth. Did we help people from the heart with sincerity and love, or what? Always do the right thing to have peace of mind. Always tell the truth so you don't have to remember anything. Remember, be kind, because each one of us is carrying a burden every day. Everybody's hurting. We live in this world not just for ourselves, but also for others. If I can do it, you too can do it.
Thank you very much, Flor Johnsen, and Global Inspiration is so appreciative of your time given to our show. This is Janet Jordy at Global Inspiration, where you need to be seen, need to be heard, and be an inspiration to the world.